Hey, everybody, something a little different this time around. As you may or may not know, I've been podcasting for a few months now about a variety of topics related to photography. I just finished one talking about the photo studio of Southworth and Hawes. They operated in Boston from 1843 to 1863 making absolutely stunning daguerreotype portraits. In the course of my research, I found this photo called The Letter on the National Gallery of Art website, and I'd never seen this before, but this image blows me away. It's a perfect example of why a lot of collectors think daguerreotypes were the most beautiful photographs ever made all the way down to this current time. The sharpness, the stunning tonal range, the soft focus drop-off, the quality of the light, everything about it is just so beautiful. Keep in mind, this was shot in 1850. That's natural light from their skylights in their studio. They were located on the top floor of a building, and they used huge skylights to light their models, diffusing the light with curtains. Exposures lasted from 8 to 12 seconds. No one knows who these two young women are. I'm going to guess they're probably sisters. The mood in this image is just palpable, but what mood is it? They don't look happy, and they don't really look sad necessarily. They seem pensive, maybe? Both lost in thought, reflecting on the contents of the letter. If we go in deep, we can see details in their garments and even get a good look at her jewelry. She's wearing an ornate heart pendant on a chain. Daguerreotypes were imaged onto plates of copper coated with an electroplate of silver. The plates were sold by suppliers in whole plates, which were about 8 inches by 6 inches, half plates and quarter plates. Southworth and Hawes almost always used whole plates, as they did here. That was both expensive and technically difficult. Here's how the daguerreotypes were made. First, the plate had to go through a series of polishings using different materials to get it clean, untarnished, and made to a mirror shine. They were then washed with nitric acid to get all the remaining organic materials off the metal. Next, they were made light sensitive with a series of chemical fumes that evenly coated the plate, giving it essentially a layer of silver halide emulsion on top of the silver. That was then inserted to a plate holder with a dark slide, ready for exposure in a big camera. The plate was then developed with more vapors, this time the fumes of heated mercury, or quicksilver as they called it in the 1840s, and yeah, you can see this is not the safest process. That would bring out the latent image, but at this point it's just fumes on the surface of a plate of silver, easily brushed away with the slightest touch. The developing process was stopped with a solution of sodium thiosulfate. A final step, not always used by every photographer, but an important one, was to bathe the print in a gold chloride solution, which toned it, warmed it up a little bit, and fixed the image. The print was then washed and allowed to dry. Even with the fixture applied, daguerreotypes are incredibly delicate, which is why they're sold in elaborate display cases made of leather, wood, and glass to protect them from smudging, scuffing, and smearing.